Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I am excited today because I just did a review on the two new Viseart palettes, and while doing it, I found that the two Violet palettes I adore, I really do, and the two Cashmere palettes, the new one just didn't speak to me. And that's okay because it could speak to you. But I decided I'd do a look with the original, just the Cashmere palette today because they're so much alike but yet different. The Cashmere Charm Muse, I know I'm saying that wrong, is the one I reviewed yesterday. This one, though, I thought I'd do a review with so you can see the. I dropped the little cover thing to it. Here it is. You can see the difference in them, and I can tell you a little more why I like this, because I think I like this because of the tones in it and the fact that, like the other one, it's pretty. This one, I just don't know how to explain it. But I do realize that I think it's because this one has more of the rosy tone in it is why I do adore this one more. Where the other one doesn't have. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It does have some rose tones to it, but not exactly what I'm looking for. It's more, in a way, toned down, but yet not what I'm vibing to be honest. This was the new one. This is the old one. I do think they would work well together, but why would you buy two? You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't. It's either going to be kind of one or the other for you. And I do feel like the original one it is better. I just do. Where the other two, the Violet, there is a difference in them. And whether you need the second one or not, that's up to you, but I can see it. It's day to night. You know what I mean? I can see that. Where these two, I just can't see. So the first shade we're going to go to is this one. And I like this one because, like, I do kind of go for the rosy tones more. And with these shades, they blend out and build so beautifully. You can make this shade right here look like two different shades if you want it by blending. Like, you go in like this and give it a very light dusting, and then you start to build it up. And by doing that, it looks like you did put two colors on your eye, but you really didn't. And or they blend so easy and so beautifully. It takes no time at all. But it is the tones, it's the color story that gets to me with this one. And to be fair, it is probably my favorite palette by Viseart. So, and if it's not, it's number two. But I do think that this probably is my favorite palette by them, to be fair. So I am partial when it comes to that. But the way these shades just blend and the way they look on, like, when the look is done, I just adore it. And you can kind of get the same look in a way from the other one, but at the same time you can't. There's just something, to me, there was something special about this palette. There's something special about the Violet. There's something special about the um, Violet Vespertine. Like, there's something special. I don't feel like there's something special about the Cashmere Charm Muse palette. And I don't I hate to say that. I do, because I love Viseart, but I also want to be real. I want to tell you my real thoughts on it. Because I spent my money on everything I own. So I want to give my real thoughts on it. And, like, it's not that I wish I didn't spend my money on it, but I kind of wish I didn't spend my money on it. You know what I mean? I just think it's just And the fact that I think you can still get the cashmere, that's the other thing. I don't understand why they need to come out with the second one. We're going to go into this darkest shade right here, and I'm going to line the lower lash line. I used Fake Awake for my waterline by Tarte. You know, that's one of my favorite liners. I mean, technically it's my favorite liner for my waterline period, but unless it's a color that I want to put in there, and then it's ColourPop. And the options are endless with ColourPop, so. Okay. Got that under the waterline. My nail polish today is the Sephora. I forget what this one was called now. Rose Bouquet. I'm just going back into that first shade and run it along the lower lash line. Still use my Wayne Goss brushes. I really do adore these brushes too. It's making me think I may need to purchase his newest set. Just building up that shade a little more, that rosy shade. And I mean, anybody that knows me knows I love rosy shades. Like, I just adore them. So it's no surprise in a way that this palette is one of my favorites. But I don't know, for some reason I really thought wholeheartedly that the Cashmere palette that they just released was going to be my favorite out of the two, but it's not. It's really not. Okay, we're going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to put it on the outer portion into about 2/3 of my lid. This is a Refer brush. This is also one of my favorite brushes for lid work because it's so small and it kind of comes to a point in a way. So I'm just going to put it like that and then blend it out all the way across, really. We're going to go in with another shade though, because you know that's just too dark of a look. Although you could definitely leave it like this for if you were going out for an evening or something. This would be really pretty. But for me, for the daytime, it's just a little bit too dark for me. So I'm going to wipe off this same brush. And we're going to go into this top shade right here, and we'll pick it up and place it on the inner portion of my lid and take it in about 1/3. And just blend it right into that previous shade. Just to give it some, maybe 2/3. Just to give it some brightness right there, because you know I like to have a bright inner portion for sure. Alright, then I'm going to take this little brush here and we're going to go into this shade and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. Just to brighten it up a little bit. I don't know. Like, to me, you can get a rosy tone, you can get a taupey tone, you can get a more of a warm bronzy color. I mean, and not to say you can't with the other one, because there's definitely, you've got variety for the other one too. It's just not the same though. I'm going to go into this shade, and we're going to line the top lash line now. I'm just going to use the mirror that's in it. How are you all doing today? You having a good day? I sure do hope so. It's really rainy where I'm at right now. It's icky. Hope it's prettier where you're at. Oh, my Glam Light package finally shipped. It's on its way. I'm excited. It is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. It should be here by Thanksgiving. I mean, you kind of have to laugh about that. Although I will give them credit. I mean, it is red and green. So you could technically use that color story for Christmas. I don't think I would necessarily say, hey, I got Nightmare on Elm Street at a Christmas party on my face. But, you know, some people would. Some people would. I don't think I would, personally, but some people would. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty for the top lashes. So are you all ready for Thanksgiving? Are you all cooking, just out of curiosity? You know, I always go around going, I'm too old, I'm falling apart, right? Like, oh, this hurts, oh, that hurts, because, well, we're getting older. I am. And, there's aches and pains, let me just tell you. So, anyway, I'm like, I'm too old for this, I'm too old for that, right? Well, I believe I'm too young to be doing Thanksgiving dinner. This will be the first year that I have to do it. And I'm sorry, I just don't think it's fair. I really don't. I'm against it. I'm a-doing it, but I'm against it. I don't know if you all celebrate Thanksgiving or not, but we do. And I'm cooking this year, which ought to be interesting. Yeah. And then what do we got after Thanksgiving? Well, then we got Christmas Eve. That would be the next thing. My birthday's coming now. I'm excited for that. My fiance's birthday is today. So that's fun. We're going to do Lancome for the bottom lashes. Oh, I do have the Melt palette coming in too. The, not the Halloween Town, the other one, because I already have the Halloween Town one. But the other one, it's been released, but I got mine off of Sephora and it didn't release until the 15th. I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow, so Saturday or Sunday video maybe. I'm curious on that palette if I'll like it or not. I'm always curious with Melt because sometimes I love their palettes and then sometimes not so much. But luckily not because of like, well, sometimes it is quality, but I think it's also user error because their formula is so dark. It is really hard for a beginner to use. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I think this is the final look. So overall, Emmy, this is the final look. Now, again, is this anything revolutionary? No. No, it's not. Okay, you could probably create this look with palettes in your collection. But I personally think I like this look better than yesterday's look. And I think this is an overall better palette than the newer palette. But it is going to be based on color story and preference, not formula. I repeat, the formula to Viseart is really, really good. So it's not the formula, it's the color story that's just not, I'm not vibing with it. I'm not understanding it. There's something with it. Like it's not clicking. So, and that's just with me personally. So let me know though, because I am curious, which color story do you prefer? Do you prefer the original Cashmere, or do you prefer the Cashmere Charmeuse? I know I'm saying this wrong. I know it wholeheartedly. But let me know. And I hope this video helped in some way, if not just for entertainment purposes. But give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.